60 million years ago, shortly after the dinosaurs died, the Earth did not become safe. A new nightmare was born. In the steaming jungles of Colombia, a predator emerged, a snake so large it could look a T-Rex in the eye. It was longer than a school bus, heavier than a car, and it had an appetite that reshaped the food chain. Meet Titanoboa, the monster snake that hunted crocodiles for breakfast. But how did we find it? For years, it was just a myth, a ghost story from the depths of time, until the Earth gave up its secret. Imagine a mouth wide enough to swallow you whole while you are standing up. This is not fiction. Its prey wasn't small rats or birds. It hunted the hunters. It ate the rulers of the river. The power in these coils could crush a truck. But let's go back to where this mystery began. Travel back with me to the Paleocene epoch, a world of heat, humidity, and giants. This is the true story of the largest snake to ever crawl on the face of the earth. Cerrejón, Colombia, one of the world's largest open-pit coal mines. It looks like a scar on the earth. But to scientists, this isn't just a mine, it's a time machine. In 2002, they found something impossible. First, they found giant leaves, evidence that this dry mine was once a steaming rainforest. Then the bones appeared. Vertebrae so big they didn't make sense. No snake should be this large. Look at this. On the left, a modern anaconda. On the right, Titanoboa. It dwarfs everything we know. Scientists ran the math. To support this skeleton, the animal had to be 50 feet long and weigh over a ton. That is longer than a standard school bus. It is heavier than a rhino. It was a biological tank. This creature ruled the rivers of ancient Colombia. But why did it grow so big? The answer is heat. The Paleocene was a hothouse. The average temperature was much higher than today. Snakes are cold-blooded. A hotter world meant they could supercharge their metabolism and grow to nightmare sizes. Titanoboa wasn't the only giant. It lived alongside Carbonemys, a turtle the size of a car. Even for Titanoboa, that turtle was a tough meal. It preferred softer prey, like giant crocodiles. Being the king doesn't mean you are safe. The ancient swamp was a battlefield. Today, its bones sit in museums, but let's breathe life back into them. Let's see it hunt. Return to the swamp. The sun is setting, and the Titanoboa is hungry. On land, Titanoboa was a slug. Gravity was its enemy. Moving a ton of muscle was exhausting. But the water set it free. The river lifted its weight. In the depths, the clumsy giant became a phantom, silent, weightless, deadly. It could hold its breath for nearly an hour, lying in wait at the bottom of the river. Its jaws were a biological marvel. They could unhinge to swallow prey larger than its own head. These teeth aren't for chewing. They curve backward. Once hooked, there is no escape. Camouflage was its greatest weapon. To a thirsty animal, it looked just like a mossy log. It was an ambush predator. It didn't chase, it waited. And when it struck, it released energy like a coiled spring. Target acquired. A crocodile is approaching. Enter the Cerehonysuchus, a primitive crocodile, a formidable hunter in its own right. It patrols the river, thinking it is the king of this domain. It has no idea that the true king is watching from below. Titanoboa attacks from the blind spot, directly underneath. It launches itself like a torpedo. Strike! The jaws lock on. The recurved teeth sink deep into the armored skin. The crocodile fights back, but it's trapped. Now comes the coil. 1 loop. That's all it takes to immobilize the legs. 2 loops. 3. The embrace of death is complete. They sink to the bottom. The crocodile is now fighting for every breath. It's not just suffocation, the pressure is crushing. The pressure cuts off blood flow, the heart fails, the lights go out. It is over. The river belongs to Titanoboa. Now, the difficult part, swallowing it. It must swallow the prey whole. This process can take hours. Rows of teeth walk over the prey, pulling it deeper into the stomach. A meal this size is pure energy. Titanoboa won't need to eat again for a year. It enters a food coma. Digestion begins. But nothing lasts forever. The reign of the Titanoboa was doomed. The planet began to cool. The tropical hothouse faded away. The rainforests shrank. The massive rivers dried up. As the temperature dropped, Titanoboa suffered. It was too big. It couldn't get enough heat. It couldn't find enough food. The giant starved. Nature selected smaller, more efficient snakes. The monsters were erased. Today, the anaconda is the queen, but she is a dwarf compared to her ancestor. But here's a scary thought. Global temperatures are rising again. If the world gets hot enough, could the monsters return? Or are they already out there, hiding in the unexplored corners of the Amazon? It is unlikely, but with nature, never say never. Titanoboa reminds us that we live on a planet of changing monsters. A reminder of a time when humans would have been nothing more than a snack. What prehistoric monster should we cover next? The Megalodon? The Spinosaurus? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this nightmare, hit the like button. And subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the ancient world. The past is never truly dead. It's just waiting to be dug up. Thanks for watching.